Lone Wolf Radio, a run-down empty trailer tucked away within the Mojave. Many of you have probably walked up to it and thought, what the shit is this? A marked location with essentially nothing here, located to the west at the edge of the map. To many it seemed like a juicy or a cool area, until they arrived and seen that there was frig all here. Well, I'm here to tell you that not only are you wrong, but there are actually two stories to this place. One based on proof, quotes, and what we can see with our mighty peepers. And the other on the most accurate form of information there is, a creepypasta. I shall mention it only because it had people going for quite a while, but then again, people can be fucking idiots. The trailer is disheveled as fuck, with massive amounts of rust and damage easily visible even from a distance. A sign stating, "Keep out," is scrawled on the exterior of the trailer, which tells us the resident, former or otherwise, is a grumpy shite. Inside, a similar message can be seen, this one reading, "Everyone is gone. I am all alone. Let it all end." How pleasant. The rest of the trailer is covered in radio equipment. Most of it seems to still be functional, almost as if the individual who took up residence here only stepped out for a wee bit. Strewn across the ground is a large amount of spare parts, almost enough to completely repair Edie in fact. The kind of parts someone would use to maintain something. From here I can build a pretty good picture of who lived here. At the back of the trailer there is a bed. However, it is unowned, despite the trailer looking lived in. Empty cans can be found here as well, suggesting someone has recently eaten here. The radio equipment is still turned on. Now, we do know that a lot of the technology in the Fallout universe is pretty sturdy. Some technology, such as computers, running to this very day. Now, no signal can be picked up from the station, but there is still enough working technology here that it may have been possible to transmit one. By the bed there is a copy of the Wasteland Survival Guide, a book written by Moira Brown, with the help of the Lone Wanderer, of course. This book is the key that ties it all together. New Vegas takes place 4 years after 3, meaning for this book to be here, the inhabitants of this trailer had to have been here for at least a few years after that, to account for the amount of time it would have taken to circulate the book. So this means that we can estimate that we have missed this individual by a few weeks to a month or two. Since the book is here, the place hasn't been taken over or raided for parts, and, despite no upkeep, the radio equipment still works fine despite being exposed to the elements. But why all this equipment? What was the goal here? This individual wanted to help. If we look at all the equipment here, they gathered it all here and fixed it up to broadcast something. What were they going to broadcast, I hear you ask? The Wasteland Survival Guide. They were going to help people, help others like them survive. Now, if we look at the actual radio, it's banjacks to fuck, so I think either one of two things happened. Either they somehow destroyed the radio, and became depressed as a result, cut off from everyone else, and despite having the guide, still fearful of the wasteland, they gave up. Option 2 is less likely in my opinion. They were with a group of people that somehow got killed, the everyone in the message, and they gave up because of this. I find it unlikely, however, as this doesn't really look like the humble abode of an individual, sociable enough to have everyone be on a fungus or a sock. An individual that was courageous enough and driven enough to try and inform others of the danger and dickheads that lurk within the wasteland, but for uncertain reasons broke down and disappeared. Denny McMurray, a location designer for Fallout New Vegas, explained that the inspiration for this location was an individual who came to his university campus every Saturday to warn people about the government, keeping people informed about what they felt people needed to know. Just like the individual here. He said that this is the setup he imagined the man having if he upgraded from speaker to pirate radio. So this is the end of this tale. Or is it? For many of you who clicked on this video, the answer to that question is resounding fuck no. There's a darker tale to this feces smeared trailer. Now, before I want to continue, the following tale is a creepypasta and has most likely no base in truth whatsoever. But it is still quite interesting. The story goes that this trailer was originally to be the home of the Lone Wolf, a sadistic and twisted character more so than anyone in the franchise. he would host the Lone Wolf radio station and babble and rant at you like an old man speaking in tongues. It would cut out at 11 AM and return at 3 AM. A child would be present and the Lone Wolf would then say, "Everyone is gone. You're all alone. Let it all end." The child would then be viciously murdered while you listened. You sick bastard. This would then initiate the awfully named quest, Little Dead Riding Hood. The player would then hunt down the Lone Wolf and either kill him or join him in murdering children. Now, if you chose to join in, you were rewarded or cursed, depending on how you look at it, with a perk that allowed you to kill children in the game. Now, I am not denying that many of the children in New Vegas deserve 1 in the gut and 2 to the knees, but joining in on a murder of one which presumably would involve a more gruesome scene than just shooting them is a bit far. The quest was apparently scrapped due to its shocking and gruesome nature, and also due to the effort of recording a new murder every night until the quest was completed. However, within Obsidian's archives, there supposedly exist recordings of these murders, never released into the final game. All that remains of this quest is the trailer and clues hidden in the Mojave. Now, I would like to reiterate at this point that this is most certainly not true. In a game that doesn't let you kill kids, they are not going to include a quest that literally lets you do the one thing, murder a child in a serial killer-like fashion, that most groups opposed to killing kids in games use to protest said games. No fucking way. Furthermore, there are no such clues to be found in the Mojave to suggest there was a child serial killer from this time period running about. You could argue the pint-sized slasher, and you would be wrong. He died centuries ago. So while it makes for a creepy read, it is most likely utter gobshite. So there you go, the well thought out explanation and the creepy my genitals just receded explanation. Both interesting possibilities to an area that is steeped in quite a bit of mystery. I shall let you decide which one you prefer. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, like, share and comment. Want to get all my videos on time? Subscribe to my channel for more great content like this. Want to talk to me? The best place to do so is on my Twitter at thenthapple. If you have some feedback for the video or suggestion for your future one, please by all means leave it in the comment section below. If you want to help my channel grow, share my videos on as much social media as you can. I am quite active on Reddit, so if you want to support me there, you can find a link to my account in the description, as well as the playlists of a few other series that, if you enjoyed this, you will surely like. And I hope to see you in the next episode. And goodbye.